Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a 1980 1074 Pioneer chainsaw and we're going to get this running again. So like I said, this is a 1980, I do believe. It's a 1074 Pioneer chainsaw. These were made in Ontario, Canada. I think the 1074 models are 51cc engines. This specific saw hasn't ran in a number of years, I'm going to assume. I really have no idea when it ran last. So this saw chainsaw only cost me about 10 bucks. So even if it doesn't really start on run all that great, no big loss, but I would love to have this thing running, just give it a try, see what it's like. If you watched my last video, you know that I purchased 15 chainsaws for 150 bucks, so that would equal to $10 a saw. I have this model, I have a load other in parts, so I'm hoping to be able to get this one to run smoothly today with just the parts that I have here. This is the pile of 1074s I have besides that one, but this one is the most complete. In the last video, this one did attempt to start when I just squirt some gas out of a bottle into the carb, so I'm assuming the fuel lines are rotted out or there's really bad gas in the tank. Either or, we're going to find out. So the first thing I'm going to do is dump all the old gas out of this chainsaw. Top one is oil, the second one is gas. There's not much gas in there, but there is some. It looks like mixed gas. You can kind of see there's a yellowish tint to this. It's probably pretty old. The next thing we're going to do is remove this cover. Pretty simple setup. So you can really see the carb here now. It seems to be free. The trigger works. So we're going to actually pull this carb out, have a good look at it, see if it's clogged. We're going to inspect those fuel lines. These top fuel lines don't look too bad. They're not cracked or dry rotted. They're still really soft and pliable. This is the choke plate. So this is our carburetor. It doesn't look too bad. Nothing is seized. Let's just pop off this top cover and have a better look. Maybe this thing just needs some fresh gas. So this just seems to be some sort of screen in here. It's very dry. It doesn't seem like it was sucking any gas from that tank. The gaskets all seem to be in pretty good shape. Put the screw back in. Let's pop off this bottom part. I have to get a smaller screwdriver. Looks pretty good. I'm no carburetor expert, but I think it's a fuel line issue, maybe from the tank upwards. So I'm just going to set this carburetor aside, and we're going to continue on with the saw here. So we're back over to the fuel tank here now. This is a fuel filter right here. This may be the culprit as well. Once again, this line is very pliable. It seems like it's in good shape. I'm just going to leave this filter off for now. I'm going to fill this tank up with fresh gas. So here's the plan right now. I'm going to leave this little filter off. I'm going to put the carb back on. We're going to fill it up with fresh gas. And we're going to try her out. Doesn't seem like the carb has any issues really. So I can actually blow through this little piece. I can hear air coming out. So that tells me this is free of any debris or whatnot. Put all this back together and put it all back in the saw. We're going to fill it up with gas. Don't forget to put that fuel line back on. Okay. Alright, we got all this back together. Trigger works. Choke works. Let's put some fresh gas in her. I don't know if you've seen that, but there was just gas leaking in here somewhere. Maybe from this gasket. Choke. On. Not a chance. Still no go. I think I'm gonna pull this carb back off and I'm gonna put another carb on it and try that. So this carburetor is actually leaking when I tip the saw on its side, so I know it's getting gas, but for some reason it won't start. I'm gonna try taking this carb off. I'm gonna swap it out with another carb. Okay, so no need for another carb. I think I'm gonna try this carb again. What I had done, I had this piece put on the wrong side. So I have to turn this around, like that. Come on guys, you couldn't have told me that. Got this cover put back on the correct way this time. I'm gonna put it back in the saw. I'm gonna try the starter again. So we got that carb put back in. Trigger works. Choke works. That time I sprayed down the carb with some brake clean while I had it apart. So I'm just going to squirt a bit of gas back in this carb. Try to kind of prime it. And then we're going to attempt to start her. She runs, but she never idled. Let's try. Ooh, what a hum. We're going to have to adjust the idle, I do believe. Yes. I gotta adjust that idle. I don't know how well you can tell, but man, I'm sweating hauling that thing over. So there's just, I guess, one auto screw on this. So I'm just gonna try to turn it one way, I guess, and if it doesn't work, I'll turn it the other. So I think that's all the way in. So let's turn it back the other way. So that's one full turn. So 2 full turns out. She doesn't like that. Just adjusted it a bit more there. She sounds better already. I'm gonna call that a win so far. It'll start, it'll run, it'll idle somewhat. I probably still gotta fool around with that idle screw. But we're gonna put that cover back on now, and we're gonna try her out. She's already full of gas. We're gonna put some bar oil in her, and then we'll be cutting. Stay tuned. Got a little lag. Got Pioneer. The chain is still pretty dull. It was in pretty hard shape. I know I have no safety equipment on, so you know, that's it. Just fire this up and give her a couple cuts, see how she does. If she starts. It'd be great if you turn the switch on to start it. Pretty smoky. Anyway, she could use a new chain, no doubt. It does cut. Not very well. For some reason, it is smoking right now. Please like and subscribe.